Welcome back to the Outdoor Show. I'm your host, Kristen Wood. I'm here with Richard. He is the general manager at STPUD, and the sun is out, the temperature's warming up. That means people are starting to turn on those sprinkler systems, but there is a new piece of equipment here in our area that we all need to know about. Water meters are being installed.
Yes.
So why are we getting water meters all of a sudden?
Well, the systems were built originally by private water companies, and since water is not a shortage in Lake Tahoe, they didn't have meters on their systems. But the state of California, much of the state of California is in a dry, water short area. So in 2004, they passed legislation in Sacramento requiring water meters to be installed on all residences and buildings and the deadline was the year 2025.
So we are about a third of the way through installing water meters here in our area, correct?
Yes, we're about a third of the way through residences. Most of the commercial buildings and establishments have had meters for quite a while, but on residences, we're about a third of the way through.
And okay, so what happens? What does a homeowner need to know if they are getting a water meter installed? Do you guys give them a notice? How does that work?
Yes, well, what we'll do is the district, once we identify an area, particularly if we're coming down the street and replacing the undersized water lines, which we have a lot of, we'll put the meters on the homes. When we do that, we'll give them an advance notice, usually about a year, once we've identified the area of town we're coming into. And then as we approach the project, we'll give them more notices all the way down to a week before when we know the contractor is going to be there, or the day before, and then particularly the day of, because their water will be off for the whole day. So we will give them a 48-hour notice when that's going to happen.
Now, you were saying that one of the reasons that we're having these meters installed is because for water conservation. And now, even though Tahoe necessarily isn't water short, the rest of the state is, there's some legislation that we have to adhere to with that also.
Yes, and then since the metering legislation was passed, a couple of years later, when Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor, a specific water conservation program was passed and required of all the agencies in the state of California, which required a 10% savings of water by the year 2015 and a 20% by the year 2020.
So these meters will definitely help homeowners understand how much water they're using, correct?
Yes, they will. And then once the meter is installed, the homeowners will actually get, for a year, they will actually get from the meter readings, they'll actually know how much water they're using. They can calculate their bill and they can see if they're using a lot of water, either to landscape or if there's a leak. They can identify that, and then they have that year to change their water consumption before they're actually billed by the use of the metering data.
Because right now, it's just, for people without a meter, it's just a flat fee, correct?
That's correct. It's just a flat rate no matter how much you use.
So you might not know how much water you're using, so the meter could be a real eye-opener.
Yes, you have no idea how much you're using, and neither does the district, so there's no way of catching leaks or catching overusage of water.
And now, if people wanted to find out more information about, if they're going to get a meter installed or how they can save water and lower that bill?
We have quarterly workshops on meters. There's a website you can go to, or you can call the customer service department.
All right, sounds great. Well, next we're going to learn about more ways to save water, especially with your landscaping, right here on the Outdoor Show.